Hi guys, I know it's been a while since I updated, but with reason. My little one was finally born, and she was born 1 week early. She was born at 39 weeks. My due date was September 25th, and she was born September 19th. And I'm gonna do a whole labor and delivery video on that, so you guys can watch. But this video is gonna be mainly introducing my little one, talking about how her first month at home went because she will be a month this Saturday, and it's crazy. Uh, it's been a month and I haven't even introduced her to you guys yet. But also gonna do a little postpartum update on this video, and then my labor and delivery video will be completely separate. Um, Before I introduce her to you guys, since she's sleeping and I don't want to wake her, I'm gonna go talk about, you know, her little update, and then I'm going to talk about postpartum, and then I'm going to go bring her out and introduce you to you guys. Well, first off, um, since she was born, since we gave birth at the birth center, we were able to come home 6 hours after delivery, so she was home pretty much from the beginning. And from the beginning, we were just exclusively breastfeeding. Not were, we still are. We haven't had a drop of formula. We haven't even introduced bottles all that much. She's had maybe 3 bottles. One because I was really exhausted at nighttime, so my boyfriend stepped in and gave her a bottle. Another time because I stepped out and didn't come home soon enough. She woke up early and he gave her a bottle. And then one time because my little sister, which is her aunt, wanted to give her a bottle. So 3 bottles in about 3.5 weeks is all she had. Everything else was exclusively breastfed. I mean, and there was breast milk in the bottles anyway. So, um, with that, it was very interesting. I mean, from the beginning, I didn't have much milk, just the colostrum, which is just a little bit of milk. Um, and I was just feeding her that, and she was so sleepy. I mean, we were all so sleepy from the birth that, like, there was one like huge interval where she went like 7 hours without eating anything, but I wasn't too worried about it because, you know, normally that happens within the first 3 days that you're at a hospital. So by the time you're home, um, she's eating every 2 hours. But since we were home the time that you would normally be in a hospital, I wasn't really too concerned. And afterwards, she started eating, and she had enough wet diapers and poopy diapers, and she was gaining weight good. Um, breastfed babies obviously drop weight, and then they keep gaining it. So she dropped a little bit. By her 48-hour checkup or the 24-hour checkup with her pediatrician, she was at 7 pounds, 13 ounces, and she was born at 8 pounds, 1 ounce. She was 19 inches long. So she had dropped a little bit. But then by her 2-week checkup, she was back. He wanted to see her back at 8'1", which is her birth weight, but she was at 8'6", which is great, and she continues to gain every single day. Breastfeeding was difficult in the beginning. I had cracked nipples, bleeding nipples. It just really hurt, and getting her to learn how to latch properly was very frustrating. I think there was even one point that I had to sit her down and, like, I cried because she didn't want to latch right, and it was just hurting so bad. But everybody kept telling me, just pump and give it to her in a bottle, just pump and give it to her in a bottle. And that's not what I wanted to do at all, because if I pumped and give it to her in a bottle and didn't get her to latch on right, then she's going to have to drink from a bottle the rest of the time, which means the whole first year that I wanted to breastfeed her, I would have to be only pumping every 2 hours for her to have breast milk. If not, I would have had to go to formula. So that was really not an option for me. And I just pushed through it, and now I'm at the point where it does not hurt at all. By like the end of second week, was no pain whatsoever, no more bleeding, no more sore nipples. And now we can feed, and it's amazing. It's an amazing experience, and I can see us going a while breastfeeding. I have a pretty decent supply for her. I pump on occasion to have a freezer storage, but that's going really, really good. And She was very calm the first week that I would talk about how much of an easy baby she was. Um, but then comes the second week and she became a little bit more difficult. She has some crying spells like after feedings. I think it's just gas or like acid reflux, but she kind of like cries and cries and cries, and I don't know whether it's colic. I don't think it's colic because I've heard that colicky babies can cry for like 3 hours straight. She doesn't cry that long, but she does have little crying spells here and there. I'm just assuming that she's more sensitive baby. Some babies cry a lot, some babies don't, and I think she's just one that does. Um, so it's a little difficult dealing with her sometimes, like trying to get her to go to sleep or in the middle of the night when she has a crying spell is the most difficult because I'm already exhausted and I'm just expecting to feed her, change her diaper, and put her back to bed. But that's not always the case. Sometimes I feed her, change her diaper, and she's still crying and she's still awake. So I have to stay up with her and, help her calm down and go back to bed. But it's been getting easier as the days pass. We've been giving her um, this thing up here that was recommended to us. It's called Colic Calm. It's probably backwards, but it has worked great. I mean, I'll give her the recommended dosage on that, and it's all natural, so it has like no medicine. It's just natural things. It's gripe water. Um, so I gave her a little bit of that, and within like 10 minutes, she usually stops crying and feel better, and I could just rock her, and she goes right to bed, which is awesome. That's been very, very helpful. I highly recommend it. And so now we're about to be a month old, and this little chickie, she's awake a little bit more often, but she still sleeps a lot throughout the day. She still has her crying spells. She's starting to smile a lot. Before she would only like smile in her sleep, and now she smiles like a little bit when she's awake. Like if you make silly faces or something, she'll start smiling a little bit. She's pretty heavy, and last time that we had an appointment. It was with a lactation consultant to make sure everything was okay, and thankfully everything was great. She was weighing at 8 pounds, 12 ounces, which by today I'm sure she's like almost 9 pounds. If not, she is 9 pounds. She's a little chunky monkey. And as far as the postpartum goes, um, everything's been pretty much normal. I stopped bleeding like at the end of the second week, so I'm not really no longer bleeding. I have some spotting on occasion, but that's been going good. I feel great. I didn't have no tears, thankfully, so no extra healing to do there. That's pretty much it for postpartum. Everything is okay. I'll give you a postpartum belly shot thing since everybody's into those and they want to see how your belly has flattened. This is my belly now. There's still a little bit of belly left to go, but it's because I was really, really skinny before. I was very flat tummied and I had abs. I still have this little line here, but now it's just like a little bit, and I'm not very concerned about it. I'm sure I can make it go away soon. That's my postpartum belly, and I guess now I will bring out the babies so you guys can meet her and finally hear her name that I never gave away. Okay, here's the little one. She's sleeping. I'm trying to keep her sleeping. You go so you can see her. Oh, don't cry. You wrap her. She's probably cold. You see, she's a chunky monk. She has chunky arms. And, she got a little hair when she was born. She's so cute. My little baby. Here, let me hold her in a way that she can rest. So, her name is jenaliz Arabella Garcia. And She's just beautiful. Here you go, so you guys see a closer look. Alright, well, I'm gonna go put her back to bed so she doesn't get fussy. So that was jenaliz. Um, I just wanted to show her to you guys since, I haven't had any updates at all, and she was born almost a month ago. Hopefully you guys could see her at like a happier state later on in some of my other videos. And I will be making other videos as I keep getting used to her and having her home. I'll make more videos, and hopefully I will get a camera soon so I can have even more videos put up. But that's little baby girl for now. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for my labor and delivery story.